finishing. I've always wanted and desired for finishing to be a little bit tougher because if you've ever played basketball, no matter how skilled you are, it is extremely difficult when going on the inside versus skilled guys. A lot of NBA players make it look easy, i.e., LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, James Harden, D Wade. They make it look easy, but it's extremely difficult. And I want to see that challenge in regards to defense. And I think 2K is on to something in regards to that. When you talk about, I think of that dunk that Bam Adebayo was able to block, or when people are at the rim and defenders have their hand up, it makes it difficult to make those shots. And if 2K can really be faithful to allowing that to play out, because I know they're going to say, you know what, we're going to make finishing more skill based. We're going to make it more difficult. We're going to make it challenging. And then as soon as people start crying, they're going to give it a boost. Just leave it the way it is. Allow it to play out. You guys in your own blog said you tested this, the shooting. Hopefully you guys tested the finishing of all finishing levels as well, where from the most amateur finisher to the best finisher in 2K can enjoy the game. And I think with what you guys have done, it can. If you're going up and the shot is not wide open, you need skill in order to finish that. I don't want to hear about I'm an NBA player. NBA players have to concentrate. They have to be good at that. They have to be able to finish through contact, and that is a skill. So you have to implement it in the game. And again, if you're wide open, 2K, I'm all for people making the layup. I support it. But if you're contested, if you are going to go contested, be ready to be skillful to lay that ball in. Same thing with what you guys are doing with the dunk. I love the aggressive dunk idea. I think it's phenomenal. The ability to time your aggressive dunks adds another dynamic to the game. And I like the fact that it's not just that, but there's an offset. You can actually dunk the aggressive dunk. You can get contact dunks without necessarily doing that. But if you want the big jam, if you want the Vince Carter jams, hey, I am all for there being a skill added to it. Also, the alley-oop passing, timing the passes. That's important. When you're talking about an alley-oop, anybody who's played basketball or understands basketball, no, there's a sweet spot. There is a very beautiful timing to alley-oops. It has to be on point. The pass has to be accurate. That pass has to be there. But the person who's jumping has to time the dunk, the catch, and everything correctly. And I'm looking forward to how that plays out. I know you guys can come back to this video. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so horrible. How could this happen? I hate this. This isn't even realistic. It is super realistic. And again, if we're going to elevate the game, there has to be some challenge to it. Fortnite is not easy. Apex Legends is not, they're not easy games. You have to actually put time and effort to developing your skills, and 2K should be no different because people like challenges. And learning your weaknesses in certain areas is what makes the game fun, because you know you can grow in those areas if you practice. And I'm not saying this crazy amount of time of practicing, but just enough to continue to build up your skill. If you're trying to have fun anyways, what does it matter if there's a skill gap? You're only playing the game for fun. And I think being able to add skill in that regard adds a different dynamic to the game.